Bunker, the drama instructor and director of the play. And I have just a couple of announcements for you. The first is that it's time to silence your cell phones. If you could please take those out, make sure they're on silence so we do not distract the actors during their scenes. Also, you can just turn it off and you probably won't need it till the end. I promise you there'll be plenty of opportunity for video and photos afterwards. All the actors will gather in the hallway to say hello. The show does not have an intermission. It has about a 1 hour and 15-minute runtime. So it's short but sweet. And I think that's all I have to tell you. So enjoy the show.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly. Fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly. Fa la 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel. Fa la 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 la. Stroll the ancient Yuletide carol. Fa la 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 la. See the blazing Yule before us. Fa la 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 la. Strike a harp and join the chorus. Fa la 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 la. Follow me in merry measure. Fa la 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 la. While I tell of Yuletide treasure. Fa la 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 la. Fast away the old year passes. Fa la 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 la. Hail the new ye lads and lasses. Fa la 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 la. Sing we joyous all together. Fa la 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 la. Heedless of the wind and weather. Fa la 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 la. Fa la 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 la.
Marley was dead. There was no doubt whatsoever about that. Old Marley was as dead as a doornail. I don't know what's particularly dead about a doornail, but that's what Marley was.
Despite Marley being gone, Scrooge never painted out old Marley's name on the sign above their counting house.
And there it stood, years later, above the counting house. Scrooge and Marley.
People who were new to the business called Scrooge Scrooge, and sometimes Marley. It was all the same to him.
Obviously, Scrooge knew Marley was dead. How could it be otherwise? Scrooge and Marley had been partners for many years.
Scrooge was Marley's executor and his only friend. He was the only one who mourned Marley when he passed.
Honestly, no one could really tolerate either of them. They were both stingy, miserly old men.
Scrooge even closed the shop when Marley died because he said it would be bad for business.
He was nothing but a twisting,
Wrenching, gasping.
Scraping.
Covetous old sinner.
Yes, he carried coldness within him always. It froze his features and turned his hair to the color of snow. It nipped at his pointed nose and shriveled his cheeks.
Stiffened his gait and made his eyes red.
made his lips blue.
And spoke out shrewdly through his grating voice.
The city clock had just struck 3, but it was already dark. It had not been light all day. Candles flared in neighboring stores like ruddy smears upon the top of the brown air. The darkness thickened.
Rain and snow and hail and sleet. Fog poured in through every keyhole. It was so dense outside that the houses opposite of Scrooge's office were mere phantoms on this Christmas Eve, while Scrooge sat busy in his counting house.
A Merry Christmas, Uncle. Christmas a humbug, you don't mean that.
I do. What right have you to be married? What reason have you to be happy? You're poor enough.
What right have you to be dismal? What reason have you to be cantankerous? You're rich enough.
Bah, humbug.
Don't be cross, Uncle.
What else can I be in such a world of fools? Merry Christmas indeed. What is Christmas but a time for paying bills without money and for finding yourself a year older and not an hour richer? Every idiot who goes about with Merry Christmas on their lips should be boiled in their own brew and buried with a stake of holly through their heart. Stake of holly, that's a good one. Uncle, nephew,
Don't keep it. There are many things from which I've derived good by which I've not profited. Christmas, among the rest, I've always thought of as a good time, a kind, forgiving, charitable time when people open their hearts freely to think of those less fortunate than themselves. And therefore, Uncle, though it's never put a scrap of gold in my pocket, I believe it has done me good and will continue to do me good.
Now it's time for you, Bob Cratchit, and it will be your last day of playing with me. Now pick up your pen. Continue talking to you.
Don't be so angry, Uncle. Come have dinner with us tomorrow. Why not? I want nothing from you. I ask nothing of you. Why can't we be friends?
Why did you get married?
Because I fell in love.
Love. That's the one thing in this world more ridiculous than Christmas. Good afternoon, nephew.
But Uncle,
I said good afternoon.
I feel sorry for you, Uncle. But Merry Christmas all the same.
I told you good afternoon.
And Happy New Year.
Good afternoon. That means late.
Merry Christmas, Bob Cratchit.
Merry Christmas.
There goes another fellow with only 15 shillings a week. A wife and family can barely fall to feed talking about being married.
Season's greetings.
Bah, humbug.
Mr. Scrooge and Marley's, I believe. Do I have the pleasure of addressing Mr. Scrooge or Mr. Marley?
Mr. Marley's been dead a long time. He died 7 years ago, this very night.
Then you must be Mr. Scrooge. At this festive season of year, it's customary to make slight provision for the poor who suffer so greatly.
Many are in need of common necessities. Hundreds of thousands are in need of everyday comforts.
Are there no prisons?
Plenty of prisons.
Are there no workhouses still in operation?
There are. I wish I could say there were not.
Are those who work there fed? Are they not?
Only rule. We're raising money to get the poor something a bit more substantially. How much will you be donating?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I wish to give nothing. I wish to be left alone. I cannot afford to make idle people marry. I pay taxes to support their prisons and workhouses.
But many cannot go to them. They would rather die.
If they would rather die, then they better do it and decrease the surplus population. Good afternoon, gentlemen.
It's useless to pursue our point. Good afternoon.
Christmas is coming, the goose is getting fat. Please put a penny in the old man's hat. If you haven't got a halfpenny, a halfpenny will do. If you haven't got a halfpenny, then God bless you.
Scrooge resumed his work with an improved opinion of himself, and even more insolent than usual.
The ancient gruff old bell of a Gothic church struck the hour with tremulous vibrations, as if its teeth were chattering in its frozen head. At length, the hour of shutting up the counting house arrived.
I suppose you want the whole day off tomorrow, being Christmas and all.
Yes, if it's quite convenient, sir.
It's not convenient, and it's not fair.
But, sir, it's only once a year.
A poor man's excuse for picking the pocket of an old man every 25th of December. You must have the whole day off tomorrow. Be here all the earlier the next morning.
Yes, sir.
And I told you to pick up that darn pen.
Sorry, sir.
It's tragic.
Merry Christmas. Good evening, sir.
go. Merry Christmas.
Scrooge went home. He lived all alone in a gloomy suite of rooms, which had once belonged to his deceased partner, Jacob Barley. It was an old and dreary house.
It was growing colder, and the fog and frost hung heavy in the air.
The yard was so dark that even Scrooge, who knew every stone, had to grope his way to his front door. Now, it is a fact that there was nothing particular about the knock on Scrooge's door. It is also a fact that Scrooge had seen the knocker, morning and night, day in, day out.
So explain to me how it happened that Scrooge, having his key in the lock of the door, saw in the knocker, not a knocker, but Marley's face.
Ah. Humbug. Night and morning, morning and night. Keep the locking out again. Through the door, to the sitting room. Low fire. Ugh. A little drool. Ugh. Ugh. And off to bed. Miley's face. Ah, humbug. What was that? Bah, the wind.
Ebenezer Scrooge!
Who said that? Ah, Jacob Marley. But you're dead.
I am!
Dreadful apparition. Why are you here?
It is my curse!
You're cursed, Jacob.
My spirit is cursed to wander this world and witness the happiness I cannot share in life and that cannot change in death.
Speak comfort to me, Jacob.
I have none to give, nor rest, nor peace, only incessant torture and remorse. Oh!
Why must you moan? Are you in pain?
I grieve over the chains I wear, the chains I forged in life, made link by link, and yard by yard, and I, lord of my own free will.
But you are always a good man of business, Jacob.
Business! Mankind was my business, the common welfare was my business, charity, mercy, forbearance, and benevolence were my business. The dealings of my trade were but a drop of water in the comprehensive ocean of my business.
But you are always a good friend, Jacob.
I sat invisible beside you many a days, and I am here tonight to warn you, you have yet the chance of escaping my fate. You will be haunted by 3 spirits.
I think I'd rather not.
Without their visits, you cannot hope to shun the path that I tread. Expect the first when the bell tolls 1.
Couldn't I take them all at once, just to get it over with?
Look to see me no more, and for your own sake, remember what has passed between us.
Scrooge tried to say humbug, but whether it was from fatigue of the day or the glimpse of a ghost, he fell asleep in an instant. Marley's ghost bothered Scrooge exceedingly.
Every time he resolved within himself that it was just a dream, his mind flew back to the strange happenings of before.
Ugh. Ugh. Just a dream. Who and what are you?
I am the ghost of Christmas past.
Long past?
No! Your past.
What business have you with me?
Your welfare. Rise. Come with me.
But I am mortal, and I cannot pass through.
You will pass through. With me.
Whoa!
These things are but shadows of what have been. They have no consciousness of us. Do you recollect this scene before you?
I remember this place. I could walk it blindfolded. I was practically raised in this place. The bridge, the winding river, the schoolhouse. But what good did it bring me?
The schoolhouse is not completely empty. A solitary child, neglected by his family and friends, is left there. How many years did you sit in this schoolroom, alone?
Too many. Left there without a terrible schoolmaster who glared at me with condescending eyes. A dark, dirty classroom, cracked windows. There I was again.
All alone.
While all the other boys went out for the jollier holidays. Father was... this is not a real idea, Spirit. Remove me from this place. I apprenticed here.
No more work tonight. Let's make merry.
Why, Dick. Dick Wilkins. He was my best friend in those days, Spirit. And look, there's Mr. Fezziwig, my employer, alive again. And Mrs. Fezziwig, too.
Merry Christmas, Dick. Ebenezer?
No more work tonight, boys. Clear away, Dick. Clear away, Ebenezer. Move the furniture back against the walls. Let's make room for dancing. Shall we call in the neighbors? There's no one over. Find a party.
spirits. Mr. Fezziwig had the power to render us happy or unhappy. It was an honor to work for such a man.
What's the matter?
Nothing in particular.
Something, I think.
Oh, just the fact that I would like to be able to say a word to my clerk, Bob Cratchit, just now.
My time grows short. Quickly now, the years fly by. Your face is not yet filled with the rigid lines of later years, but has begun to wear the signs of care and avarice.
Belle! It's Belle!
It matters little now. Another idol has displaced me.
What idol?
Gold! I have seen your nobler aspirations fall away one by one until your master passion greed consumed you.
But I have not changed towards you.
Oh, our contract is an old one. It was made when we were both poor and contented to be so. You changed Vanessa. When you made your fortune, you became a different man.
What changed?
Your nature, an altered spirit. Everything that made my love of any worse than love you guys. Tell me, would you seek me out and try to win me as you are now? Me, a girl without a dowry. The regret would surely fall. I release you with a heart of longing for the man you want to bear. Belle!
Belle!
Oh, wait!
You're not going to change, are you? There is other girl. May you be happy in the life you have chosen!
Belle,
Please, Belle!
wait!
Well, why do you delight in torturing me?
One shadow more.
I saw an old friend of yours this afternoon, Belle. Guess who?
How can I?
I passed by his office window and it was not shut up. He had a candle inside. I could scarcely help seeing him. His partner, Jacob Marley, is on the point of death, it seems. And there he sat, quite alone in the world, I do believe.
Scrooge. Dear old Scrooge. Dear Ebenezer.
Oh, Belle.
She kept you in her heart, Ebenezer.
And I kept her in mind. Just remove me from this place already. I cannot bear it any longer.
I have already told you. These things are but shadows that have been, that I cannot change them, and you cannot blame me.
Take me back to my bed, right now!
You cannot blame me!
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
Awakening in the middle of a prodigiously tough snore, Scrooge felt he had been restored to consciousness in the nick of time for the purpose of holding a conference with the second messenger dispatched to him through Jacob Marley's intervention.
Scrooge was prepared for almost anything, but when the clock struck and no shape appeared, he was overcome with fear and trembling.
bells with bells of holly, fa la 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 la. Tis the season to be holly, fa la 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 la. Softly down the gay track, fa la 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 la. Rolling through that can, fa la 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 la. Look upon me and know me better, Ebenezer Scrooge. I'm the ghost of Christmas present. You've never seen the likes of me before.
Spirit, come join me where you will. Whoever you plan to teach, I will plan to profit from it.
Come, touch my robe.
Well, where are we going?
Out into the streets, man. The skies are gloomy. There's nothing cheerful in the weather. And yet, there's an air of cheerfulness among the people.
Figs, French plums, candied fruits, and cinnamon. Chestnuts, hot chestnuts.
Spirit, is there a particular magic you sprinkle from your torch?
There is. It is my own.
Would it apply to anyone?
To any kindly given. And to the poor the most.
Why to the poor the most?
Because they need it the most. And they treasure it the most. Here, I'll show you.
Wow.
The home of your clerk, Bob Cratchit.
Dressed up but poorly in a twice-turned gown, but brave in ribbons. Peter! Belinda!
Yes, Mom?
What is your father so late today? And he has Tiny Tim with him too.
But Martha isn't here yet either.
I'll go watch for Martha.
The pie pudding smells delicious, Mother.
Suppose somebody should have gone over the wall of the backyard and stolen it.
I see Martha. Martha's here, Mother.
Oh, get the door, Peter.
Yes, Mother.
Merry Christmas, brother, sister, mother.
Bless your heart alive, dear. How late you are.
There was a great deal of work to finish up and clear away this morning.
Come warm yourself by the fire.
I see Father with Tiny Tim. Quick, hide, Martha, hide.
Merry Christmas!
Here you go, kiddo. Oh, I missed you.
Why? Where's our Martha? She was coming today, wasn't she?
No, I'm afraid she's not coming.
Not coming? But it's Christmas Day.
Oh, Martha, you did come.
Of course I did, Father. How could I not?
Well, come to the kitchen, Tim. Mother made the most wonderful pudding.
It's almost ready. Come
as good as gold and better. He gets thoughtful sitting there by himself. He told me while coming home that he hoped to see people happy and bright so they could forget about their worries. He's growing stronger, you know. Stronger every day.
Yes. Okay.
Hi, Pudding!
It's a smallish pie for a large family.
The perfect pie.
A beautiful pie, Pudding.
An excellent pie.
The bestest pie.
A relatively small pie.
Bigger in their eyes than in yours. And the finest tasting pudding. All London. How about?
I regard it as Mrs. Cratchit's greatest achievement, greatest achievement ever since our marriage. A toast!
A toast!
To Mr. Scrooge, the founder of the feast.
The founder of the feast, indeed. I wish I had your Mr. Scrooge here right now, Bob Cratchit. I'd give him a piece of my mind.
Dear, the children.
Oh! Yes. Let me rephrase that. To drink to the health of such a stingy, hard, unfeeling man as Mr. Scrooge, I'll drink to his health for your sake, but not for his.
No, Mother. Mr. Scrooge needs love as much as we do. Even more.
That's a way, son. To Mr. Scrooge.
Mr. Scrooge!
And God bless us, everyone.
Spirit, tell me, will Tiny Tim live?
I see a vacant seat and a small crutch in the corner. If these shadows remain unchanged by the future, the boy will die.
Oh, no. Oh, Spirit, say you can be spared. There are hospitals, you know.
If he is to die, then he had better do it and decrease the surplus population. Whose words are those?
My own.
There's more to see. Welcome to the home of your nephew, Fred.
On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 12 drummers drumming, 11 pipers piping, 10 loads of leaping, 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids and milking, 7 swans a swimming, 6 geese a laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree.
And a Happy New Year, Fred.
And to think that Fred's Uncle Scrooge says carols are a humbug.
A humbug, indeed.
He's a comical old fellow, to be sure, and not as pleasant as he might be. However, he does suffer for it. Can't condemn him. He condemns himself.
He is very rich, is he not?
What of that? His wealth is of no use to him. He lives like a rat. I have no patience with him.
What he do with us? Stays home and eats gruel. He only punishes himself.
And he's missed an excellent dinner.
Here, here, here.
Let's talk of something else. I won't have my party ruined with the talk of him.
Absolutely right, my dear. Shall we play a game?
Ooh. How about yes and no?
That's a splendid idea. I'll start.
Is it a vegetable?
No.
A mineral, perhaps?
No.
Is it an animal?
Yes.
A live animal?
Yes.
Rather a disagreeable animal.
Yes.
Spirit. So it happens to be a donkey.
An animal that grunts and growls.
Yes.
A wolf?
No.
Spirit. I know what it is. It's a tiger.
An animal that walks on two legs. Yes.
A dog?
No.
A cat?
No.
An animal that lives in London.
Yes.
A disagreeable animal that walks the streets of London.
I know, a tax collector.
So, is it a man?
Yes.
I know. It's Scrooge.
Of course.
Give that, Spirit. I'm the disagreeable animal.
Well, my uncle has given us plenty of entertainment, and I would think it ungrateful not to drink to his health. To my Uncle Scrooge.
To Uncle Scrooge!
Come, we must go.
Oh, that's interesting.
Must we?
Very strange.
We've all been so
That is very strange.
happy.
There's more to see.
Our Spirit's life so short.
My life upon this earth ends tonight.
Tonight?
Aye, tonight as midnight.
But why tonight? And why tonight at midnight? Ugh. Oh, but, forgive me for asking, Spirit, but there's something at your feet. Something meager and ragged. Kind of animalistic and feral. Are they yours?
They belong to mankind. For graceful use should fill out their features. A stale and shriveled hand, like that as age, has pinched and twisted them into monstrous features.
Ignorance. What?
This is ignorance. This one wants. Beware them both.
Is there no refuge or resource for them? Is there truly no hope for them?
Are there no prisons? Are there no workhouses? Are there no prisons? Are there no workhouses?
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
Oh. Is that a party or was that just a dream? Where's that last bit? Are you the ghost of Christmas? Yes, to come. The ghost of the future. I fear you more than any other. But as I know your purpose is to teach me, then I shall say one thing. Guide me, spirit. Wait a second. This is the road near my counting house.
When did he die?
Last night, I believe.
I thought he'd never die. What was the matter with him?
I don't care. I don't think anyone will care much.
What has he done with his money?
He hasn't left it to me, that's for sure.
It's likely to be a very cheap funeral. I can't think of anyone who'd go to it.
I wouldn't mind going if lunch is provided.
Who has died, spirits?
What do you got?
A bit of rusty metal, old rags, bottles, keys, rusty nails.
No great value at all. I'll give you a 6 pence.
It's not fair. By the time I get them, they've been picked over good.
Ugh. And you?
Let me see. Spoons, shirt, pants, pencil case, and curtains.
You mean to say you took him down, rings and all, with him lying there?
Yes. Why ever not?
Well, who's the worst for loss when he thinks like this? Not a dead man, I suppose?
If he wanted to keep him after he was dead, he'd have somebody else to look after him instead of lying there by himself.
Spirits. The case of this unhappy man might be my own. Ugh, when life tends that way now.
Hey there, kiddo. As you can see how green a place this is. Mrs. Scrooge's nephew finally once gave me his card and offered his sympathies. Now, it wasn't the sake of him being able to do anything for us, but rather, it was for his kind way. It really seemed like he got to know you and truly feel with you in some way. I'll be here every Sunday. Oh, my child! My little child! I walk a little slower now in the evenings, without you upon my shoulder, my little child.
Spirit. I see my counting house down the street. Let me behold what has become of me. Let the counting house. Before I lift that bag, are these the shadows of things that will be, or maybe? Spirits. I'm the one who laid upon his bed alone. I'm the one nobody mourned. Hear me. I will change the shadows of things that have been shown to me, and I will make the future brighter. That I'll keep the spirit of Christmas all year round. That I may make Tiny Tim well again. I promise this, Spirit. Spirit? Spirit! This is my house. But how? I'm alive! Oh man! I promise to be good, spirits. I promise from now on. Oh man. I'm as light as a feather. I'm as fit as a fiddle. I don't know anything. I'm a baby. A little baby. Not really. But I feel great again. Man, I hope it's not too late. Hope I can make Tiny Tim healthy again. That he won't die. That the Cratchits won't be poor anymore. Yes, that sounds like a plan. Give him a Merry Christmas, hopefully. Okay, go. You there! What is today?
Why, Christmas Day. Mr. Scrooge?
Merry Christmas! Oh my god. Oh, this is such a rush. You there! Do you know the vulture shop down at the corner?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do they still have that prize turkey in the window?
Yes, sir. It's still there.
Oh, perfect and intelligent and remarkable boy. Okay. Give me just a second. Oh, here. There's some money for the turkey. Deliver to the Cratchits in Camden Town. Oh, just Tiny Tim is big. I mean, as big as Tiny Tim. Oh, this is such a rush.
Thank you.
Wait. There should be money for a cab, since it's going to be a big turkey. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, I missed it. It's Christmas Day. Yippee! Oh,
What a time old Scrooge had that Christmas. He went round to all the shops and pounded on the doors until they were opened to him. And he bought presents for all the Cratchits and had them sent to their house.
But he instructed the shopkeepers not to say who sent the gifts. And by the time night fell, he had spent more money on others than he had ever spent on anything in his entire life.
Afterwards, he had a lovely dinner with his nephew Fred and his wife, where they sang carols and played games, including Yes and No, which he won every time.
And he was happier than he'd ever been. On his walk home, he patted children on the head, smiled at his neighbors, and thought that such things could yield so much happiness.
But he was early at the office the next morning, so he could catch Bob Cratchit coming to work late, and Bob was late.
coming here at this time of day.
I'm very sorry, sir. It won't happen again.
You know I won't stand for this.
Yes, sir.
See no choice but to give you a promotion.
Oh, please, sir, Mr. Scrooge?
A Merry Christmas, or any I have ever given you. Man, could you ever forgive an old fool?
Scrooge was better than his word. He did it all and infinitely more.
And to Tiny Tim, who did not die, he became a second father.
He became as good a friend and as good a man as the old city knew.
Some people laugh at him to see the alteration in him, but he let them laugh, for he was wise enough to know nothing ever occurs where at least some people don't laugh.
He never saw the spirits again, but he learned their lessons well, and it was said of him that he knew how to keep Christmas well. May that be said of all of us.
And may God bless us,
Everyone! In your heart there's a light as bright as the stars in heaven. Let it shine through the night, and God bless us everyone.
Ho, ho, ho.